Be still for a moment, not because something is wrong, but because something is shifting. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak now to the one who has been waiting longer than they expected. You thought the door would open sooner. You thought the answer would come faster. You believed the breakthrough was closer than it appeared. And when time passed, you began to doubt. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly within yourself. You questioned your timing. You questioned your worth. You questioned whether anything was truly happening at all. But hear this clearly. Just because movement was invisible does not mean progress was absent. There were delays you could not see. Barriers you did not know were being removed. Arrangements happening quietly beyond your awareness. Not to frustrate you, not to test you, but to prepare the path so that when the door opened, it would remain open. You were not being held back. You were being protected from premature arrival. Some blessings arrive too early and collapse. Some opportunities come before you are emotionally ready to hold them. Some doors open before stability forms. So the timing had to be precise. And now that precision is unfolding. You may begin to notice small shifts first. A conversation that feels different. A response that feels unexpected. An opportunity that did not exist before. A door that once felt sealed, now feeling slightly open. These are not coincidences, they are indicators. When alignment begins, it rarely arrives loudly. It arrives subtly, consistently, naturally. And this is how you will recognize that something real is happening. You will feel less resistance, less confusion, less emotional exhaustion, less internal struggle. Things will not feel forced, they will feel right. Not exciting in a chaotic way, but calm in a grounded way. You will not need to convince yourself. You will not need to overthink. You will not need to chase. What belongs to you will no longer run from you. You have already endured the part that required strength. You have already survived the part that built discernment. You have already walked through the season that refined you. Now comes the season that responds to you. Not immediately, not dramatically, but steadily. And steady change is the kind that lasts. This is why you are feeling different lately. You are less reactive, more observant, less desperate, more grounded, less fearful, more trusting. That is not random. That is readiness. You are no longer the version of yourself who would have lost this blessing. You are no longer the version of yourself who would have sabotaged peace. You are no longer the version of yourself who would have confused intensity with alignment. You are now prepared to receive without losing yourself. And because of that, what was once blocked is now slowly opening. Not because you forced it, not because you fought harder, but because you became ready to meet it without losing yourself. Trust what is unfolding. Do not rush it. Do not doubt it. Do not overanalyze it. Just remain grounded. Remain aware. Remain open. Because the door you thought was permanently closed was never sealed. It was only waiting for the version of you who could walk through it in peace. And that version of you has arrived. Be still again, because there is something you must understand about the season you just came out of. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak now to the part of you that wondered if the waiting meant failure. It did not. You were not being punished. You were not being ignored. You were not being left behind. You were being prepared in ways you could not yet see. There are blessings that cannot be carried by a tired heart. There are opportunities that cannot be sustained by unstable emotions. There are doors that cannot remain open if you walk through them without self-trust. So the shaping had to happen first. That is why you were tested emotionally. That is why you were forced to grow boundaries. That is why you were pushed to trust your intuition. That is why you had to confront your fears instead of running from them. Not because you were weak, but because you were being trained for something stronger. You thought you were losing patience, but you were learning endurance. You thought you were losing hope, but you were learning discernment. You thought you were losing direction, but you were learning how to listen internally. Every delay refined you. Every disappointment clarified you. Every closed door redirected you. None of it was wasted. You did not walk through that season unchanged. You became more aware, more emotionally grounded, more selective with your energy, more honest with yourself. That transformation is the very reason the door can open now. Because the version of you that stands here today will not sabotage what arrives, will not abandon themselves to keep something alive, will not confuse chaos for passion. You are no longer seeking intensity, you are seeking peace. You are no longer chasing validation, you are choosing alignment. You are no longer asking, why isn't this happening yet? You are beginning to say, I trust the timing now. That shift in posture changes everything, because when you stop resisting the process begins to move with you instead of around you. You may not see everything clearly yet. You may not have every answer. You may not know exactly what is coming, but you can feel it. The pressure is lighter. The confusion is fading. The resistance is weakening. You are no longer in the season of endurance. You are in the season of transition. And transition always feels uncertain at first, but it is the doorway between what you survived and what you are about to step into. Be attentive now. Not anxious, not overthinking, just aware. Because when the opening appears, it will not look like chaos, it will look like clarity. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak now to your discernment. You are no longer who you used to be. You are no longer desperate for movement. You are no longer chasing anything that gives attention. You are no longer forcing doors open just to feel progress. That is important, because the next door that opens will require wisdom, not urgency. In the past, you walked toward what felt intense. You confused emotional highs with connection. You believed that struggle meant purpose. You stayed where you were uncertain because it felt familiar. But that season is complete. Now, when something is aligned, it will not disturb your peace. It will not rush you. It will not demand you abandon yourself. It will feel steady. You will not feel nervous. You will feel grounded. You will not feel confused. You will feel clear. You will not feel pressure. You will feel calm. That is how you will recognize it. What is meant for you will not require convincing. It will not require justification. It will not require emotional exhaustion. You will not need to say, I hope this works. You will simply feel, this feels right. And this is new for you. Because for so long you had to fight for everything, explain yourself constantly, compromise your comfort, ignore your intuition. But now you listen. You notice the subtle discomfort. You respect the quiet hesitation. You trust the inner voice that says, this isn't for you. That awareness is not fear, it is wisdom. And because of that wisdom, you will not repeat old cycles. You will not walk back into what once drained you. You will not re-enter what once confused you. You will not tolerate what once cost you your peace. The opening that comes next will not pull you backwards. It will move you forward naturally. It will not feel like effort. It will feel like alignment. And this is why your waiting was never wasted. You were not just waiting for opportunity. You were developing the clarity to recognize the right one when it arrived. Without clarity, people accept anything that looks like movement. With clarity, people choose only what truly belongs. You now belong to the second.
Be present now. Because once you begin choosing from alignment instead of fear, the world around you must adjust. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak now to the changes you may already be noticing but have not fully understood yet. When you were operating from survival, you attracted what matched survival. You attracted inconsistency. You attracted emotional confusion. You attracted situations that required you to constantly prove yourself. But that version of you no longer exists, and because of that, your environment must shift. You may notice that certain people feel distant now, not because you changed in a negative way, but because your energy no longer fits the version of you they were comfortable with. You may notice that conversations feel shorter, connections feel lighter, dynamics feel different. This is not rejection, this is realignment. Life cannot bring in the new while you are still holding tightly to the old. So what feels like separation is often preparation. You may also begin to notice new types of people appearing in your life. Not intense, not overwhelming, but calm, respectful, consistent. People who do not drain you. People who do not confuse you. People who do not require you to shrink to stay connected. That is not coincidence. That is resonance. You are now vibrating at a frequency of clarity, of boundaries, of emotional stability, and life responds accordingly. You may also notice that opportunities feel different now, less chaotic, less emotionally exhausting, less uncertain. They may even feel slower, quieter, more grounded, but that is the point. What is aligned does not arrive in anxiety, it arrives in peace. What is meant for you does not feel like pressure, it feels like permission. You are no longer being trained through pain, you are beginning to be guided through peace. And that transition is the sign that the season has changed. You are no longer in the chapter where everything must be difficult to be meaningful. You are stepping into the chapter where things flow because you are finally aligned with yourself. You did not lose anything real in the process of growth. You only lost what could not follow you into this next version of your life. And that is not loss, that is protection. Be calm now. Not because nothing is happening, but because everything you need is already in motion. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak to the version of you that finally understands. You are no longer chasing life. You are no longer forcing outcomes. You are no longer trying to control every result out of fear of disappointment. You are becoming someone who trusts, not blindly, not naively, but wisely. Because you have seen enough to know that resistance does not protect you, it exhausts you. And now you are learning the strength of steady trust. You are learning that you do not need to run toward what is meant for you. You only need to remain aligned so it can reach you. That is maturity. That is growth. That is readiness. What is arriving next in your life will not require you to shrink. It will not demand you abandon yourself. It will not ask you to betray your peace. It will meet you where you are now, stable, grounded, self-aware. You will not lose yourself in what is coming. You will expand within it. You will not fear that it will disappear. You will trust that what is meant for you does not arrive to harm you. And because of that trust, you will receive differently. You will receive with clarity. You will receive with boundaries. You will receive with gratitude, not desperation. You have crossed a threshold. You are no longer the person who needed struggle to feel worthy. You are becoming the person who understands that peace is not something you earn. It is something you allow. And the life ahead of you will reflect that shift. Not through chaos, not through overwhelming change, but through steady, meaningful alignment. Doors will open without pressure. Conversations will flow without confusion. Opportunities will appear without you needing to fight for them. Because what belongs to you recognizes you. This is not the end of your journey. It is the end of a chapter that demanded endurance, and the beginning of a chapter that allows you to breathe. Trust yourself. Trust what you feel. Trust what is unfolding. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you needed to be to receive what is next. And you are ready.